Hey guys, welcome to the Road to 2500 series. This is the first ever video, and from now on I will be uploading one game every single day. And let's see if I can actually reach 2500 within 30 days. So today, this is the first game. I will upload one of the most interesting games every single day. I might play 3 to 5 games, but I'll keep all the best for you guys. So, in the games, I'll talk about the chess, talk about some Blitz related skills, and most importantly, I'll explain whatever you might not know to help you understand my games better. So I won't go that deep into openings, but we have already arrived in the middle game section. We have a double fianchettoed bishop controlling the center. We might push c4, and both b4 and c5 pawn breaks are possible in the future. Currently, I'm thinking about a4 as an option, which expands furthermore on the king side. And of course, we need to keep an eye on the possibility of f5. In 5+0 games, I generally tend to think for around 1 minute in these critical positions to decide my plan, and here I'll be playing a4. The immediate next move is going to be b5, and perhaps next something like queen b3, a5, a6, or b6. Let's see what our opponent plays. f5 indeed. As I've mentioned, let's play b5. Bishop e6, developing another piece. a5. I won't go for queen b3 because there's a pin. Our opponent's playing pretty fast, knight f6. So let's play a6, just as planned. Now that the position is thoroughly closed up on the queen side, it is time for us to create some counterplay on the king side indeed. Generally in the English opening, once we achieve something like this on the queen side, we might consider e4 or f4 on the king side. So first, a useful move would be queen e2, protecting d3. Our opponent is playing super fast and plays g5. Now, while we continue with the plan and play f4. This also stops f4 from black. So, useful move. Takes. That's actually a surprise. I didn't think he would voluntarily break up the side of the board, but let's take. Knight g6. Reasonable. Let's bring in the rook. All the pieces are ready to fight. And possibly the next move might be something like knight d1. Which has the idea of opening up the bishop, rerouting the knight to e3. And okay, our opponent plays queen d7. Let's first hit the queen. Okay. And play knight d3 as planned. Now we have some pressure on e5. In my opinion, this position should be slightly better for white, perhaps about a pawn advantage. Why do we take? And the idea here is actually there's a pin, so we're going to play d4 now. Okay, e4 is played. Why don't we bring the knight back into the position? Okay, knight f6. Rather a surprise. This allows us to open up the bishop. And we probably should trade and take the pawn on f5. After all, it's a free pawn. I don't see why we don't go for it. Immediately, the next step would be to take the bishop on g7. Bishop h8 didn't make sense to me because of this. Bishop g7. Let's first grab another piece. Why not? Rook f8. And let's use this pin. Take another pawn. Let's take this one. Slide our king over. And give a check. And let's just trade everything down so that we play an endgame. This is the safest choice if we're trying to play on low time. Okay, what is he trying to do here? Let's cut the king off. It will be extremely sad if I blunder a checkmate here. Okay, he resigned. So in this case, I'm thinking of rook e1 next. That is basically the safest choice. He'll have to move his king, then we just push both pawns down. Bring the rook over, push one pawn, and we just basically win. Good game overall. I played this game in the safe way. I didn't really go for any tactical complications. It's just a normal opening. I don't really understand some of the moves. It seems extremely slow to me, but it should be okay. I expanded on the queen side, consolidated, which is advantageous for me, because both of these pawns are weak. We have a powerful center, ready to support any push. And then we went for this idea of queen e2 and then f4, which is very useful. We targeted some weaknesses, and ultimately, some pawns fell off the board. We managed to get h6. After I played knight h6, I realized there's probably queen g6. Because of takes, we have rook e7. Well, I missed it, but it's still okay. We just trade, we give a check, we trade everything down, and it's just a clean 1 endgame. Overall, I believe this is a nice game. I'm pretty satisfied. A clean conversion. I didn't really make much mistakes. I hope you enjoyed, and see you next time. Let's see if we can reach 2500 in 1 month. Bye.